Hey friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Madhurima Sharma and today I'm going to discuss information society. So today topic to be discussed are what is information society and its types, information society, background of information society, factors determining the arrival of information society, criteria, aim and indicators of an information society. So let's start. So what information is? Information is an assemblage of data in a comprehensible form capable of communication and use. The essence of it is that meaning that has been attached to the raw fact. In simple terms, we can say it is answer to a question of some kind, also from which data and knowledge can be drawn, or is any data that is accurate, specific and organized for a purpose presented in a context that gives it meaning and relevance and can lead to an increase in understanding. So this is all about information. Next is society. What is society? So the community of people living in a particular country or region associated to one another and having shared custom, law and organization. So it can also be defined as a group of people living as a community or an organized group of people for a common purpose. Next, these are the types of society. First is hunting and gathering society, then pastoral society, horticulture society, agricultural society, industrial and post-industrial society. Let's start with hunting and gathering society. So it is the earliest societal type. Here people gain their livelihood from hunting, trapping, fishing and gathering edible plants. In pastoral society, the society in which primary mean of subsistence is the cultivation of crops using hand tools. So after hunting and gathering group, some people begin raising domesticated animal and cultivating fixed plot of land. So it converted into horticulture and pastoral society. So in horticulture society, the cultivation of crop using hand tools, and in pastoral society, the primary mean of subsistence is the domesticated livestock. Next is agricultural society, the replacement of horticulture by agriculture with the invention of plough. It made larger scale agricultural production possible and led to development of agrarian society, and this era is also called as dawn of civilization. And during this period, not only plough but also the wheel, writing and numbers were invented, and land and livestock were the key resources in agricultural society. Next is the industrial society. Agrarian society began to be replaced by a new societal type around 1750 at the dawn of industrial revolution. An industrial revolution is a set of technological innovation that led to a dramatic change in the nature of production, in which machine replaced tools and inanimate power resources such as steam, electricity. And so it replaced the human or the animal power in industrial society. Next is a post-industrial society. It is beyond the industrial era. And the first comprehensive description of so-called post-industrial society was provided by Daniel Bell in 1973. According to him, society is based on services. What count is not a raw muscle power or energy but information. So information is important in the post-industrial society. The industrial society is when focus is on production of good. In industrial society, focus is on the production of good. But in post-industrial society, information is economy, information is power. So this is a difference between the industrial society and information society. Information society is also called post-industrial society. So in industrial society, the core is engine, and in information society, computer is there. The basic function of industrial society is physical labor, and in information society, mental labor. The productive power is a material productive power in industrial society, and in information society the information productive power is there. Products, useful goods and services. In information society, information technology. The production center in industrial society is factories with equipments, and in information society, information utilities with network. So this is the difference between the industrial and the post-industrial society or information society. So let's talk about information society. So it is a term for a society in which creation, distribution and manipulation of information has become the most significant economic and cultural activity. It is a type of society in which the quality of life as well as the prospects of social change and economic development depend increasingly on the information and its employment. So we can say the machine tool for information society are computers and telecommunication. And the process in information technology and communication is changing the way we live, how we work and do business, how we educate ourselves, how we study, do research, train ourselves, and how we entertain ourselves. So this is the information society, what is becoming due to the information and due to the excessive information and its exploitation also. So the idea of global information society can be viewed in the relation to Marshall McLuhan prediction that communication media would transform the world into a global village. That means each and every person in the world is connected through the media. This is the notion given by the Marshall McLuhan, the global village. So what are the characteristics of this information society? The high level of information intensity, the everyday life of most citizens in most organization and workplace. By the use of common and compatible technology for a wide range of personal, social, educational and business activities, and by the ability to transmit, receive and exchange digital data rapidly between the places irrespective of distance. So the information intensity, the compatible technology and the ability to transmit make our society information society. This is the reason how the industrial society get transformed into industrial society. Next, background. So Fritz Maclure was the first person to develop the concept of information society in 1962. He introduced the concept knowledge industry in his work The Production and Distribution of Knowledge in United States. The next person is Daniel Bale. He is the earliest person who used the term information society in his work. That is the coming of post-industrial society. In 1970 he wrote this book, and where he argued that US was moving away from an industrial society to a post-industrial society. In industrial society, focus is on the production of goods, and Bell's argument is that the main economic activity of society will be that we produce various types of knowledge instead of the consumer good, and we did during what we did in industrial era. Next person is Manuel Cassel. In more contemporary writing, Manuel Cassel is the key figure, and the key idea of Cassel's interpretation of information society is that we are really witnessing a new kind of capitalism, and it's happening on a global scale. And technology and society are intertwined in a Cassel's formulation. Now, core area of production and organized around what Cassel called network society. The network society is characterized by profound shift in technological development and innovation. Economy and production within them are now flexible, and this has led to global economy that is the informational. So what information society we have at present? The internet and computer network have made the whole world a family. We can say global village. To need the meet of buyer and seller in the business activity, there is no need to meet buyer and seller. Less use of books and literal resources. Mental power is more important than a physical power, and organizers make prediction without making a huge effort. So how information is helping? Next, what are the factors determining the arrival of information society? First is shift from industrial economy to an informational economy. In industrial economy, capital is as the strategic resources, while in information economy, information is the strategic resources. A telecommunication based information service infrastructure and a high degree of computerization, large volume of electronic data transmission, and employment of information technology. So next is the criteria of information society. So these are the criteria of information society: technological criteria, economic, social, political, and cultural. So what is technological criteria? Today's age is the computer age, in which computer and telecommunication are behind every other change in the society. So telecommunication technologies such as tele-education, teleconferencing, teleshopping, commuting, e-governance, e-commerce has converted the world into global village, and its impact can be felt every level of our society. Next is economic criteria. So this is the age of knowledge in which knowledge capital dominates our material capital. Internet is changing the way the companies operate. Information is turning out as the key economic factor, or as a resource, service, commodity, a source of added value and employment. Next is social criteria. So information is the enhancer of the quality of life in information society. The information society will be conscious toward the value of information and its use, and will become increasingly centered on information handling, processing, storage, dissemination using technology. And we all know globally societies has got divided into two parts. First is the information rich society and information poor society. So information poor society do not have access of that much information as compared to the information rich society. So next is political criteria. In political criteria, so in information society there would be more interaction between government and citizen due to the information technology, obviously. So citizens participate through electronic polling their access to public information under concept of freedom and equality of access to information. So it is very easy, which is very easy and helpful to connect the government and citizen due to the information technology. Next is cultural criteria. So information society recognizes the cultural values of information through the promotion of information values in the interest of national and individual difference and development also. So in an information society, it is said a majority of people will spend their time doing tasks which relate to information, expressing, gathering, storing, retrieving, and disseminating it. People in an information society will manipulate information for the purpose of travel, entertainment, instruction, control, and so on. Next is, what is the aim of information society? So the main aim of information society is to gain competitive advantage internationally through using information technology in a creative and productive way. And these are the indicators of information society: growth of telecommunication, computers, skilled professionals, and equal opportunities. There are so many, like social media also we have, etc. Hope you like this video. Like, share and subscribe, and please watch all my videos. Thank you.